All right, guys. Jam Box Breaks here. It's the 27th of March or of April, 10:42 p.m. Eastern Time. We're doing Hobby 2016 Bowman Baseball. Pick your team, case number one for Hobby. All right. List of rules, guys. There are dual autos in this. If it is father and son, it's on two different teams. I'll do a random, unless there's a majority owner. Obviously, they'll win both. Everything is logo represented in this. We don't have to worry about that. Any redemptions will go to what's on the team represented on the checklist. All right, bring you the list. We got Chris for the D-backs. Braves go to Tyler. Sam with the Orioles. Red Sox go to Jason. Eric has the White Sox. Cubs go to Michael. John with the Reds. Indians go to the other John. Bobby with the Rockies. Tigers go to Jason. Derek with the Astros. Andrew with the Royals. Angels go to John. Charles with the Dodgers. Marlins go to Chad. Jordan with the Brewers. Twins go to Rob. Rich with the Mets. Yankees go to Derek. Tyler with the Athletics. Phillies go to John. Eric with the Pirates. Padres go to Scott. Chad with the Giants and Mariners. Cardinals go to Jason. John with the Rays. Rangers go to Sarah. Eric with the Jays. And Nationals go to Sam. Good luck, everybody. Again, if you guys didn't hear me before, I have 4 hobbies total, 2 jumbos. I'm not posting a second jumbo until we get through this hobby, guys. People don't like doing hobbies for breaks, but watch. I think it'll be a lot better than the jumbo. I'm going to prove my point. Watch, this one will be trash. But usually hobby hits a lot better. So, all right, this one has 12 boxes, 1 hit per box. And orange are only in hobbies. Orange sell for a lot of money. As long as it's a good player. Even if it's not, it still sells pretty well. I don't know about reds. I don't know if they did that this year. I think reds are in both. I know one year they only did reds in hobby. Hobby tends to just have a big hit. Not always, but most of the time. And usually get a lot more refractors and stuff. But we'll find out this year. I haven't seen any hobby opened yet. All right, Rich. You got it, dude. You got it, dude. In my Michelle Full House voice. What's up, everyone? Just joining. How are you? I think it's pretty much the same people, but what's up, Scotty? This one will take longer, guys. The last one took about an hour and a half, almost. Yeah, hour and a half. So this one takes a lot longer. There's a lot more packs. Let's see if we can just blow through it. That's on in your house. What, Fuller House? That's a good. I liked Fuller House. It was more adult content. And you got to see some boobies. Some tig-ole bitties. Whoever's PMing me, guys, I'm not reading it. I still wish they would have put the Olsen twins on it all cracked out and made them like crackheads living on the street trying to get back in the house and live there. Like someone needs to make a parody of the show with the Olsen, like Saturday Night Live needs to do a skit with Fuller House and the crackhead Olsen twins. That would be so funny. Or South Park. I'm gonna write Trey and tell him to do a parody of that. I think he would do it. The older one. Yeah, Rich, you know you're staring them down like, ooh baby, ooh baby. It's hard to look at them now, man, because I think I'm older than all of them but DJ, so it's kind of like you look at them and you're like, wow, and then it's like, God, I watched them grow up on TV. That's kind of gross. Scott, who do you have? Yeah, I told you, Meta Super's coming. Padres. You got cheap teams, right? Cheap teams Supers come out all the time. Is that all you got, Scott? It's Padres? No, it's not too much to ask for. Ask for whatever you want. Someone called, Chris Dwyer called a Jeff Conine auto, and I pulled that. So orange already. Just a paper, though. Mark Millican, Pirates, number 25. Alright, I gotta get my rhythm down again, guys. It's just freaking... Now this is totally different with the chrome. Contreras, top 100. Black border paper, guys. It's not numbered. I am shipping that. Sweet. I'm going to have a lot of DJ Stewart papers then. I didn't know he was in this. Or is he only chrome? Because he's stick prospect. They generally don't have paper. Who just got hit by a tornado? You live in Chicago. How the hell did you get hit by a tornado? Doesn't even make sense, dude. Phil Brickford. I know you don't live in Chicago, but you live in Illinois. Aren't you by? No, I guess you're on the outskirts. I'll have to hit up Moats. Moats isn't far from you. I'm not checking my PM when I do breaks. I don't have Facebook on. Well, I do, but not on my screen. What are you asking for, me? You want a hobby case from me? Dude, I got so many. You didn't even send me a PM, Mike. What are you talking about? I didn't get it. You must have sent it to the wrong person. I'll check after the break. I didn't see it. All right, Jorge Mateo on the black border. Refractor of Seymour, number to 499. Let's leave that in a second. Don't be Googling picture and stuff and sending it to me. Saying the tornado hit your house and you can't pay. Maybe the first time I ever heard that excuse. I've heard some excuses, but I never heard that one yet. All right, gold of Tyler Stevenson out of 50. Chrome. Going to the Reds. I swear these are thicker this year. They're not going in regular top loaders. Like they are, but you got to actually put a little bit of force into it. It's usually not that bad. Thicker cardstock. This is actually easier to do than the jumbo, the way it's put in here with the chromes. All right, we got Julio Urias and Jose De Leon. That'd be a nice dual auto to get. I'm just messing with you, dude. Take a joke. Tyler Stevenson, top 100. Ivan Rodriguez on the rookie. So glad you guys don't want to see all the paper. You guys, nice. You and Lopez, Yepez. Not bad for the Braves. Going to Tyler. You guys remember when I first started breaking and we did Bowman and I was reading the base off to you guys because people asked me to, and I finally was just like, all right, you know what? Fuck you guys. I ain't doing it this way. I don't know if you guys were in that break. A few of you. But it was pretty dreadful for the first couple boxes. I can't do this. Like, I had people that were like just new to breaking and they wanted me to read every base card. I was like, Zerganis, Correa, Franco. I was like, this is retarded. I was like, yep, not happening, guys. Ain't doing that ever again. All right. Let's go. So far, not really any color in hobby. Like I said, I was told there's 4 to 6 autos in hobby. Color autos. How many we get in jumbo? 5? So, I think that's, I would say hobby's better with color. Everyone I know that broke hobby today said there was 4 to 6. And jumbos had about 6 total. out of 24. I'd rather have the odds of 4 to 6 out of 12. 8 orange. Were they 8 orange autos? Or are they just 8 orange refractors? No way they had 8 orange autos. That's crazy. I forget. I think I was telling Dwyer earlier. They had he was talking about pull this super, pull this super, pull this super. He went at 3. I was like, dude, it's possible. I saw 3 come out of a box last year. A super. Oh, just refractors. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. We'll probably get that too. I'll tell you what, they sell better than half the autos in the product. So the orange refractors, just even base ones, even the paper ones sell good if you get good players. I like orange. I think orange is one of the nicest chrome autos there is. It just looks nice. It looks cleaner. That and red. Orange and red. Yeah, I thought you were saying there was 8 orange autos. I was like, that's just insane. We'll probably get 1 orange auto and a couple, there's probably 1 orange auto per case. Because Jumbo always has 1 gold. You know what? I don't think we got a gold auto. Yeah, we did. We got that international one. International gold ink. But I think that's a thick card stock. I think it's one of those gold ink cards. I doubt it, man. They don't. If you haven't watched the news lately, they don't report. You guys know about all the. Have you guys seen all the earthquakes that have been happening out in Japan and shit? They haven't reported any of that. Someone showed me the other day. I was like, holy crap! They're getting them every single day. They're not reporting any of them. It's all about freaking Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. It's ridiculous. Like, report other stuff. Like, I understand it's important too, but I'm tired of hearing about the damn elections. Anthony Alford, base auto, Toronto. Going to Eric. Yeah, but I won't see your local news. I don't live there. Like, CNN should report that stuff. Or the Weather Channel even. They don't even report. They haven't even been reporting any of this stuff. I haven't heard about any of the earthquakes, and I watch CNN all the time, even though I hate it, but I get amusement out of it. Hunter Harvey, top 100. I don't know how these guys are breaking like 30 cases today. I think I'd go crazy. I like Bowman, but I don't like it that much. I couldn't do it. It's just too long. Jake Thompson. Oh shit, I forgot we had him. We got him from Texas. I forgot the Phillies got him. They got to bring him up. I wonder if he has an auto in this. I didn't even check. That's crazy. Well, that's where tornadoes usually go, man, is on farmland because it's open. That's why where I'm moving to that in Maryland. I mean, it's not far from right now. Herrera had a 250 for the Dodgers. There's a lot of mini ones out there because it's like that. It's all farmland. That's where they touch. Right now I'm by the water, so they'll never hit me. And on a hill, so if they do come off the water, they won't. We get water ones all the time out here, man. It's pretty crazy. I've seen a couple, but it won't hit me because I'm up on a hill. They don't travel up. They only travel down and over. They died before they hit us. Lucas Giolito, Washington, number to 499. What, the water tornadoes? They are badass, but they're more dangerous than the land ones. Because they bring water with them too, man. They're fierce winds. But I've gone and watched them before from the pier. It's pretty cool, man. It's scary at the same time. Because if it does come off, like you gotta run like hell. But they die off usually before they hit the hit land. All right, we got some blue. Just gonna be normal. All right, Michael Fulmer, Detroit, number to 150. If anyone wants to buy a Bowman case off me, I'll do it, but I gotta charge a little bit more because I paid basically retail for these. Not jumbos, but hobby. I don't get any deals. I want to get deals on jumbos, so I gotta buy 4 hobby to get them for a good deal. Or I can charge what I charged. All right, turn 2 of Barreto and Matt Olson. No payment plans, man. I gotta pay off some debt tomorrow. I hate it. My PayPal looks nice and then it just disappears. Jeff Bagwell, rookie flashback. All right, Carson Fulmer, black border. Carlo might buy one off me. I'll do one. I could do one for like 8 guys. I can't do it any less than that because that's like no money for me as it is. I mean, that's breaking live. That's just my time and top loaders and shit and paying taxes on your payment. Is that blue? 2 Vlads. Blue. Numbered to 150. I wish I was an autograph. Does anyone know if these are chrome or are they autographed on paper? Does anyone know that? Because I haven't seen any yet. I kept thinking it's messing with me. I keep thinking it's an auto coming. This is going to go to Montreal. Or no. Yeah, because this is just an insert, guys. So it's going to go to the team on the top. Montreal is Washington. So that's going to go to Sam. Per my rules. Not randoming that off. It's not a hit. All right, hobby. So far, you're not impressing me. Let's go. They are paper autos? Okay, I'll keep an eye out better then. I've been really paying attention to that because I don't want to miss it. But I would figure that would be the auto of the box. Unless it's an extra. David Ortiz, black border. I've been really focusing on those. Max Williamson. All right, that's box 2. All right, well, hopefully those are the only 2 chrome autos we get that are base. Let's pull some fire now. I have a feeling we're probably going to get like 5 base autos. It's usually how it works. All right, buddy, have fun. Bring a flashlight. What the hell is all that? Yeah, I already know who they are. I know which ones they are, bud. I just I wasn't sure if they were chrome autos ones or not, because I keep seeing the paper and they put a spot for the stickers. I doubt they're on card. It'd be cool if they were on card. You'd think that father and son would be together at some point to sign a card together. Yeah, there's a bunch in here, but they're all blanks. Like, look, see how it's blank? Like they have room for the stickers. I keep seeing regular paper like that, so I just don't want to miss it. Like, I hope it stands out better than that. I mean, if you don't get an auto, then I'll go back to the paper. But I've been stopping on those just in case. So I haven't even seen anyone post one yet. They pulled it. I really want to pull the Mariano Rivera's. That's what I've been wanting to do for a while with the 2015 Elite that they were in. Dude, Charlie Hayes Super to me would be pretty freaking cool. I didn't even know you were still on, Chris. What's up? I would actually enjoy that Super. I really would, because I was a Charlie Hayes fan growing up. In fact, no, that's Wilt Chamberlain. I have a Charlie Hayes picture autograph somewhere. I liked him, man, when I was a kid in the 80s. He was like my big black Ryan Howard then. The dude could hit when he got a power behind the bat, but he sucked. He had some good games there for us. I was a kid watching him. But I don't think he's... is he Phillies represented on that? Because didn't he play for somebody else too? Played for a couple other players. Well, if a monster... Look, you can't get pissed off, Chris, because this is hobby. So if a monster Bryant comes out, it was never yours. It was never a chance for you to get it unless you bought him in hobby. How's there no super for them? Is he a fill in this? I see orange. Let's hope it's an auto. Michael Fulmer. Why am I reading the base? Got me all distracted now talking about Charlie Hayes. Messing up my rhythm. Archie Bradley. I wasn't sure if it was the dual. Because wasn't he a Cubby at one time too? Grant Holmes. Black border. Grant Holmes base. Let's see if it's an auto. That's who it is. So I don't think it is. Cincinnati. Nick Travasio. Number 25. Cincinnati Reds. One of John. 21 and 25. So there's no supers for them at all? That's stupid. Yeah, because it's paper. I mean, it makes sense. They screwed that up. They should have made them chromes. I think that would have been cooler. That'd be a really cool super to have. Now I'm determined to pull a super dual front to back auto. That's my goal before we're done these cases. See, like they just mess with you when you see them. Does anyone want to break anything else baseball by any chance, or are we just going to be on a Bowman kick? Because I'm telling you what, after these cases, guys, I'm not getting any more. I don't want to do it. It doesn't excite me enough. Half the people don't even watch it. Then they bother me. What did I get hits of? If you ain't watch it, you got to watch it. I'm not going to go back and look. Ariel Gerardo, blue, out of 150, Texas. Going to Sarah. Sarah keeps hitting. I don't think she's had a break where she hasn't hit yet. Texas fan, too. Yeah, they're one of my metallic papers. We haven't had any of those. I've been looking at them on the back of the black. That's why I'm shipping them, just in case. I missed it. I keep mixing up paper in there. $2015 Chrome baseball, dude. It's overpriced, man. I can't actually get any Topps Chrome unless I go buy it from like Blowout. I don't even think they have it anymore. Or Dave and Adams. It's freaking retardedly priced. Bowman Chrome, I'm not buying. We just did that not that long ago. It's kind of shitty. The problem is with that stuff, guys, is after a while, like, I guess when it gets more scarce or what, but they just raise it up like $300-400 for a case, and it's not. I was telling Michael that not that long ago. He kept telling me to get Bowman Chrome 2015. Bowman, I'm like, dude, it went up like $400. It's just for stupid Chris Bryant. It's not worth it. Zach Lee, Los Angeles, number 250 on the purple paper. Yeah, it was sick when we broke it, but then you could also afford it. Like, we didn't even pull Chris Bryant anything when we did the. I pulled a color of him, not an auto, when we did the thing. And it was like $250 for the Cubs because it's the only good freaking team. A few others, but nothing great. I mean, I like Topps Chrome. Topps Chrome is a sick product. I think the Topps Chrome cases we have are awesome. I think this year will fill a lot more. Last year's I kind of still start when Topps Chrome came out. I think we only did 3. Jacoby Jones out of 250 on the Chrome purple Detroit. But I have I think 8 on pre-order right now. So I got at least 8 coming. I might get more because I'll do a lot of personal boxes of those. Again, it's a cheap The hobby is just going to be basically retail price. But the jumbos I got a good deal on, so I think I got 4 jumbos coming and 6 hobbies right now or something. I think I got 10 on pre-order. I gotta go back and check. All right, turn 2 of Torres. Keeps happening. Torres and McKinney. It don't come out till August, so we got a while. I wouldn't want a Chris Bryant auto either. He doesn't. I mean, actually, it was nice to pull him in 2014 Bowman Platinum. That was a surprise that the Bowman Chrome auto came out. It's still a $500 autograph, but it was cool to pull it in that because that's not what I was chasing. But nothing like trying to overpay on a case just to chase a Chrome auto, a base, because you know no color's coming out. They still haven't come out. Topps has them stored somewhere. Except for the black waves that have started appearing all of a sudden. There's a guy on Facebook in the mail day room that just posted. He got one. I don't know how much he paid for it, but he got one off somebody that sent it in for grading. One of those Topps employees that sent like 100 different wave colors of Bryant. Yeah, I would never collect Chris Bryant. I don't think he's going to live up to what everyone thought. He's definitely not a Mike Trout, and never will be. Yeah, I know they've been great at Rich, but a guy in Malday actually has one. He bought it. He coined it and everything because no one believed him. I don't know what he paid for it. I wonder. He's the first one to have one. Personally, I'd have it on eBay if I were him. I wouldn't. He wants to keep it. That would sell for so much money right now because nobody else has them. That's why I think the Correas that got stolen, I don't think they got them back. I think it's all a bullshit lie. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see them in Topps Chrome. I think they're doing it to push the product. We won't see any of the low numbers. I think they were all taken. I think the kid had them all. You really think that he had them in hand? How'd they get them back? You know he sold them all. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the kid, someone has one of them. That's what I'm saying. He should put it on eBay and get rid of it. I know, man. I want Panini to have the baseball license so bad. Panini baseball to me is so much better. Like, I love Prism. If Prism was licensed, it would sell so much better. I think Prism beats out Topps Chrome any day of the week, and Bowman Chrome. I just love the look of it. I love how they do all the. I mean, you get a ton of color. Like when you do a break of it, you just get so much. It's like it's totally worth the value for what they price it at too. AJ Reed. When that comes out this year, guys, I'll be all over that. Just letting you know because it's a cheap break, and it has a lot of autos, has a lot of color. David Price to 150. Blue paper, Boston. And Prism sells really well like the first 2 to 3 weeks it's out on eBay. You can get a lot of money for the colors and low-numbered cards. After that, not so much. Unless someone's trying to collect the set. Glass now, Pittsburgh. Tatis. Tyler O'Neill again for Seattle. Second one pulled tonight, but first in this case. This one's a refractor to $4.99 Seattle. Going to Chad. All right, Bowman, come on. I don't even know if that kid's any good. That's his then. That's it, $2,500. You'd think it would be a lot more than that. Being the only one out there that's hit the market. I would do a 99-cent no reserve auction. Just let it go. Plus, it's stolen merchandise. You know? Should be worth more. Yeah, that stuff ticks me off when you see stuff like that going on. And now they're taking away Topps Finest from us to be able to get it. That's makes me angry. They're going to start doing all their products soon. They're going to be exclusives. Watch. We won't be breaking any of it. Dansby and Sean Newcomb. which sucks because I like some of the Topps products. Carlos Correa, black border. Not a 101. That would have been nice. All right, we need one super tonight. I called 3 in 6 cases, so. Hey, we got. Is this an extra hit? Is that our 4th? What box are we on? Did I just open this box? Didn't we just have an auto in this box already? Gerald Cotton, Dodgers. Charles. Guys, is this extra? What box are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4. Are we on box 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we got an extra autograph already. Sweet. Dodgers. Yeah, that's what I thought. We had Tom in the first. I just couldn't remember what box we're on. I'm so tired right now. I don't even know where I'm at. My eyes are just like from staring at all this paper. I don't know how these guys are doing 20 cases. I mean, I know they got like 6 guys doing it, but still. It's insane, man. I wonder what they do with all the base. Probably just throw it out like idiots. Jeff Conine refractor. The you know what it is, the Bowman rookie. Is Hobby doing that? Every 4 boxes you get an extra hit? I know they used to. Back in like 2013, 2012. That'd be cool. That'll make it easier to sell. They'll have more autographs. We'll get. That means we should get 3. I haven't watched any break. I don't like watching long breaks, so I haven't watched any of them. I just like to watch recaps. And no one's posted any recap. No one's really posted any of these breaks yet today. They probably have now, but earlier there was none. I see orange. I see France. I see Devers underpants. Just the paper. Out 25. Rafael Devers. Boston. Just paper. All right, Rob Kaminsky. Out of $4.99 on the refractor for Cleveland. I'm like half asleep. You guys are boring me tonight, man. Gelato. Where's Durkin at? I need him on here to mess with. All right, box 4 down. Box 5. No, not happening, buddy. I would never, ever even think of doing that. And they're just joking, but I would never even think about doing shit like that. Not worth it, dude. And the guy, he's so dumb he did that, and now he's going to prison because of the gift cards. Like, no one would have ever caught on to the gift cards if he didn't do that. God, man, my eyes are like closing up. Like he's just a stupid criminal, dude. Like, you go from that, and then the card world gets on you about gift cards. Like, to me, the gift cards was worse than what he did. Like, to me, that's worse of a crime than screwing someone out of that Mariota $3,000 card. Granted, that sucks too, but stealing from the poor, to me, is... I hope he gets a long time in jail. Yeah, the Kroger gift cards. The sad part is, dude, he'll probably get a slap on the wrist and get put back on the street, and he'll keep doing it. That's just how the world works now, man. It's sad to say. He'll just lose his job. He won't be able to get a job anywhere for a while. And then he'll be one of them idiots begging on the streets, making $1,000 a day while we're sitting here busting our asses. And yes, guys, I do bust my ass, even though I'm on here all the time. I do. I swear to God. It's not It's the best job in the world, everyone thinks. A lot of behind-the-scenes crap. And this isn't my job, so it's just become it recently. It's just funny because I always wanted to just do like 1 case, 2 cases a week. That's all I ever wanted to do. I don't know how the hell we got into doing like 1 a night to 2 a night. You're killing me, guys. Nah, I don't care. It's fun. This is like my people time since I'm stuck in the house. That's probably why I talk so much. I wait all day to talk to you guys. It's my social interaction time with the guys. It's so sad we're all sitting here on the computer chatting. Look what our lives turned into, chatting over baseball cards. I never would have thought this in 10 years. 10 years ago I'd ever be doing this shit. See green. Let's see if it's an auto. Alright, Lewis Brinson, refractor. Top 100. Oh, God, man. I can't even read that shit. Man, you wrote that big ass. Someone read that to me. I can't sit here and read that. Come in and throwing a paragraph up here. I didn't even know you were in the room, Derek. All of a sudden, this big paragraph pops up. I just see it's Derek. Derek, I only know what you said, man. I'm trying to read it, but it's like so long. Randall Cunningham auto in the room today. He ordered an email he got from Upper Deck. Why would you fake Randall Cunningham? Yeah, he won't get fraud charges, dude. These guys get away with all that shit. Just trust me. Unless it's I got told this by the FBI, man, when I caught what's his face. He finally hit 6 figures, so it was good. But they don't care unless it hits 6 figures. The FBI, I got people I can call. They flat out told me they don't care about baseball cards or autographs. It has to be 6 figures or more. It's sad, dude. Because people know that these criminals know that shit. They know they'll be out in no time, and they'll just be right back at it. You know how many fake autographs are on eBay? It's ridiculous. Brendan Rodgers and David Dahl. And idiots buy them every day. Upper Deck ain't going to do shit. Watch. Did you get that confirmed? Did Upper Deck tell you that? Because I guarantee it's fake. They're not going to do anything, dude. He's a small fish in the sea. There's bigger guys they want to catch. Chipper Jones. I really doubt that they're doing it, especially over Randall Cunningham. You fake Steve Jeltz auto all the time. That's great. Here comes a Philly. Nice nap. 71/99. Nice hit. On the blue or on the green, whatever they're calling them this year. I can't even think right now. I'm that tired. I'm that bored. I doubt it, dude. Oh yeah, I saw the fake Steph Curry's. It don't even look that much different. People just gotta stop that shit, man. Miguel Monty. Like why? I understand the Steph Curry's are selling for a lot, but come on, Yohan Moncada. Now you're not gonna be able to buy one unless it's certified. Like that's stupid. It's a chrome base rookie card selling for $1,000 to begin with. You're stupid to pay that. So if you get faked on it, good, because you're gonna need to pay $1,000 for a freaking chrome base rookie card. Oh God, not Kevin Kramer again. Pittsburgh. Is he gonna be the Harry Owens this year? Going to Eric. I don't even know if this kid's good. I have no idea who he is, so maybe that's alright hit. I have no clue. Jake trashed him. Yeah, the Y is, but like I said, you're gonna need to pay $1,000 for a chrome rookie to begin with of him. Gregory Polanco at a 250 on the purple base or the purple paper. I saw that yesterday. I hate people that do that crap, man. Like, I make custom cards for people, but I don't sit here and fake shit. I could probably easily fake shit. It's not very hard, actually. You have the right printer. I learned a lot of tricks doing these custom cards, but it's just dumb. The cases have a Kroger seal on them. Terrell Jenkins. Swanson. Nick Williams. I've seen fake chrome. I don't know how people fake chrome cards, actually. That takes some skill, actually. I'll give them credit on that. Andrew Knapp. They're just doing the paper ones, right? I saw a few different versions. I couldn't tell which one was real, actually. They're just doing the paper fakes, right? Because you can fake that. I don't know how they fake a chrome. I don't know what material they use for that. I would love to be able to make chrome cards. I just don't know how to do it. I can probably Google it. That'd be cool to make custom chrome cards for people. I did a lot last year. I just don't have the time this year, but I made a whole bunch for baseball teams and kids' parents for them. It was cool. I enjoyed doing it. All right, Jake Thompson for the Phillies out of 150. The cut autos I did weren't fake because I took pieces of memorabilia and put them into them. Brendan Rodgers. Still got my Reggie White. I like that one. John Norwood. Fernando Perez. Huang. I don't know why I'm reading the base. Rafael Devers. Top 100. All right. That's box 5. Who's PMing me? Oh my God, Derek, that looks terrible. Why would that doesn't even? That's not even doesn't even look like a pro football. That looks like a blown up. That doesn't even. I guess it is. That is hard. Who the fuck would even think that that's real? I wish you could post that in our thread right now. But the sad part is, dude, you shouldn't have to call him out on that. That's just the worst autograph I've ever seen in my life. That is atrocious. Yeah. If it doesn't have the upper deck seal on it, I wouldn't buy it, even if it had a letter with it. It has to have the seal to match the letter. It's just like JSA and PSA. That's what I'm saying. He filled it. What a douche. What room was that in? That's why I don't do razzes, man. I don't do any of that crap. I'll tell you what, guys. You guys doing them razzes, your PayPals are getting froze. The ones actually running them and getting all those payments. I have a couple guys in my room that their PayPal's all jacked up, and it really is. I looked at it. I wanted screenshots to believe it. Yeah, you can tell it's peeled. Probably Battlegraphs. That's where everyone's getting hit with the PayPal. That whole room's a joke, dude. I don't know why people like that room so much. Battlegraphs was so... I left it as soon as I got at it. I was like, this is trash. I can see scams all over the place. Just half the people that are in that room have been known to do that shit. I've been on these pages for a few years. I butt heads a lot of people, but there's reasons why I butt heads with them. So they can run their mouth about me all they want. It's because I called them out on their bullshit so many times that they run their mouth about me because they know I called them. I just don't care anymore. I don't have time for them. What, to me, Rich? Listen, guys, if you have to pay goods to me, that's fine. I don't care. The reason I ask the other way is because I pay taxes either way. It enables me to make things cheaper. Even though it's only a few dollars per person, that's $3 per person. Though you add that times 30, that's $90. So I'm able to make the cases cheaper. But if people keep having these issues with PayPal, guys, we're gonna have to do just website only. I can't. like today, a couple guys are like, I can't pay for my spots. I'm like, why? Like my PayPal. Like, and I don't know if it's an excuse because now everyone knows that that's happening, but I can't do that before we go to break. That's why I'm saying if you buy a spot, just pay for it because now I know it's good and we're ready to go. Like, and you know it's good. Like, you're not going to be waiting weeks for it to fill. Only basketball takes that long. I won't ask you to pay for that yet. Anything else we post, guys, it fills within 2 to 3 days max. Most of the time, it's the same day. Just pay when you take the spot, man, because that way you know everything's gold and everything's good to go. There's no oh, my PayPal's not working, you know? No, I haven't tried Venmo. I don't know how to do all that stuff, man. I do PayPal because that's what my business is through. And my tax ID, everything's through that. I'm not going to change for people. It's just how it is. My website's all through PayPal. Tyler, I have a legit business tax license. Like it's a legit. It's considered. It's not just for breaks. It's for my eBay and everything. So I can't go changing all that. So I can do PayPal certain payments for people. Dylan Tate and Louis Brinson. I can't change all that. It'd be too much of a hassle at tax time. Luis Gonzalez. I need to have it all from one source, the payments, because that drives me nuts. Like someone said, use Google Wallet. I'm not messing with all that shit. Google Wallet's going to be out of business by July anyway, I heard. Dubon out of 250 on the purple paper. Boston. But I know, like, some people don't want to pay for their spot yet because they're like, oh, well, I don't have the money yet. But what if it fills in 5? What if it, like, I have all these cases here, guys. It could fill in 5 minutes. It's happened. Dansby on the purple, 250, purple chrome. We've had it happen. You're gonna have to pay. You know. We had a Mancata blue tonight, dude. In this case, no, nothing's big in this case yet, but we're only halfway through. It's hobby. It'll hit something. It'll hit a few things, actually. Oops. Threw some chrome in that paper by accident. Hold on, guys. Dude, someone's PMing the crap out of me right now. Yeah. Yeah, Boston was hitting a lot in jumbo. We had a good jumbo case. So I pulled a Swanson International Ink Gold of Tatis Jr. Overall, it was a pretty good case. Amir Garrett. So far, this is whatever, but it'll get better. Just takes forever. That's the only thing that sucks about it. You got to wait for your hits. Luke Weaver out of 499 for St. Louis. Dodgers didn't hit shit in the first one. Yeah, which just means Mancada's, he's just going to go down in value because so many are popping up. Oh, well. He'll be just like Chris Bryant, Carlos Correa, all of them. He'll be in everything this year. It won't be worth shit soon. So, wait, everything's happening. I did hit a Dodgers auto, man. We got an extra auto in the box so far. Hold on. Let me see who the hell it was. What's going on, Charles? I didn't hit any Dodgers in a jumbo, but I did in this. Gerald Cotton so far, just a base auto. I mean, there's only 12 autos in hobby, and we got an extra. We have one extra auto so far. I see orange. I see France. I see Meadows Underpants. Nice, top 100. This will sell well. Schittsburg going to Eric. Number there, 15 to 25. Austin is going up again too. His value's been jumping. He's coming up this year. Finally. Nice, dude. We have not hit an auto in this box yet, I don't believe. I'm so tired, Charles. Did he get injured? Good. Fucking hate him. he stays getting injured. That's his problem. He's an asshole. I'm glad. Good. Screw him. Rafael Bautista. Purple. Washington. Going to Sam. Who's the guy on Washington everyone's looking for? I forget his name. 250. Lober or something weird. Tobin or something. I forget. It's Washington off the board. Eye socket fracture? No, not Trey Turner. Lobos or I forget his name. There's a guy in Washington. It's everyone's chasing Washington. I don't know why they're priced what they are. Then if they're a big team in this, I'm gonna have to look into that because I want to change some of these teams up, guys. I want to be able to lower some and higher the ones that are hitting for the rest of these cases. So I want to post one tonight, but I'm gonna work on some pricing. Tim Anderson. Problem is every case has been different from what I've been seeing on highlight hits. Robles, that's who it is. Robles. They haven't all been the same. Steven Vault, just black border, not numbered. Jake Bowers. God, this base sucks. It's too much. You gotta make this into a hit product. Brandon Nemo. No, just do chrome. Fuck this paper. Braden Aiken. Do 4 packs a box. Rafael Devers. No one wants all this crap. It takes forever to do a break. Dubin, Lopez. Sorry guys, it just frustrates me how long this takes. Like I just think it's pointless. You wait all this time to get one hit in a box. It drives me nuts. They need to change it up. Just as they change Strata up, they need to change up Bowman. Box 6. Like when I used to open these myself, I was frustrated. Just when I open them for myself, I hate it like going pack by pack and just waiting for the auto. Like, and then it would be a bum, and you're like, son of a. Damn hang now. I know that's how Rich was the other day when he opened his draft case. Am I right, Rich? You were like, God, why did I just buy that whole case? I saw your hits, at least what you posted. Draft sucks, dude. Draft was it was really bad this year. I don't think I'm going to break it this year coming up. It's getting worse every year. 14 was terrible. 15 was terrible. It's going to be just as bad this year. I like the checklist in this Bowman better, but I'm not seeing all these guys that are on that checklist. I've been seeing Moncada all day. I haven't even seen any Brendan Rodgers yet today. I saw a couple Swans. I just saw the Swanson. I pulled one and saw another one. I haven't really seen. I told you don't to buy it, dude. I could have gotten you something better for that money. But I know how it is, man. You're just itching to break something. Like I said, I can direct ship the stuff to you guys. Now, if you buy it from me directly and I have to ship it to you, I'm going to have to charge a good bit because it's going to cost money. Especially these Bowman cases. They're heavy as shit. But I can direct ship stuff to you guys from my distributor anytime you want. You know, depending on what it is, when it comes out and all that. Sometimes I can beat prices. If not, it might be the same as retail. But because I actually have to pay to do that too. Like, I got to pay extra fees to have it shipped to you and not to me. But I don't know why they do that. I guess they insure it. I don't know. I've seen a couple Bregmans today. I just want to pull a damn super tonight. Wake me up. Because so far, I'm not impressed with this. I'm never am now. Hobby does usually hit better. Nice. Miguel Sano, rookie auto. Refractor. There we go. Minnesota. Going to Rob. Nice hit, Rob. I told you to stick with hobby and don't go in the jumbo when you want to switch when it opened. No, Derek, this was not the one you were in. You were in the jumbo, and he was going to switch from this to the jumbo. $4.99, nice hit. That's not a case hit. It's out of $4.99. How's it a case hit? No, you shouldn't have, Charles, because LA has Meta. If I pull you a Meta auto, Charles, you're probably looking at $800 in Bowman. You can get Corey Seager. If I pull you a color Meta, dude, what if I pull you the orange Meta? You'll come over here and kiss me. Easy grand. Easy. It's probably a redemption, but still. Dude, his freaking Gypsy Queen autos are selling for $300. Manea, top 100. Hope not what? I wouldn't stay away from the Dodgers. If I were to buy in this break, I'd buy the Dodgers, to be honest with you. They have, I think they got the biggest potential in the break. The Corey Seager and Maeda than anybody else. Makata's going to be washed. He's going to go down soon. Corny Hawkins, green, whatever they're called. Too tired. Out of 99. Yeah, that's definitely not a case hit. It's out of $4.99. Come on, dude. What the hell was? Oh, the case hit was that gold. And the last one was that gold international auto. Call it a case hit out of $4.99. We're gonna get something big in this case because it's not been that great. Giolotto and Lopez. Still got lots of boxes left though, so it's not like it's the end of the break. We still have a while to go. Half the break's still left. Nah, it wasn't. I mean, it was, but it wasn't. That's still out of 150. Tyler J had a 150 on the paper for the Twins. Yeah, on value. But like I said, that could change overnight. I mean, that's the thing with Bowman, man. These guys are going to be paying so much money for it, and in 6 months, it ain't going to be worth close to it. I mean, it depends on the player, I guess, but I guess this is Moncana's first licensed auto, isn't it? Everything's been Panini. Rafael Devers, Boston. So it might hold its value. Number 2, 499. It's been Leaf and Panini from what I've seen. I haven't seen any Bowman. Or does he have any Bowman older ones? Because I don't remember seeing anything for him ever. He just got drafted. Grant Holmes. You know what sucks is I'm going to actually buy draft this year because DJ Stewart will be in it. Benintendi, I think he's still going to be in it. So I probably will buy it and take the Orioles. I don't want to though. I don't like it. God. This is why I only posted 2, guys. I wasn't trying to break 4 or 5 tonight. Not that we probably would have even filled that many, but if we came close to it, I wouldn't have been able to handle it. I used to like long breaks like this. I don't anymore. Brett Boone, rookie flashback. If we did them during the day, I wouldn't care. It's too late. I know. $2 for Trevor Story autos. It's freaking insane, dude. I don't understand that. I know he's got 9 home runs, but okay. He ain't going to hold it up. And he's slowed down already. He had 6, the first week? I see orange. I see France. I see Lopez underpants. Paper, 25. Milwaukee. Yeah, Trevor Story. Big deal. Plus, he's hitting him in Colorado, dude. The ball flies out of that place. It's like going to the Citizens Bank Park and swinging every day. I mean, I know he hit the first couple on the road, but still, I don't see him doing it. Amir Garrett. The fact that his non-auto super sold for what it did, I think, what did it hit? $1,600 or close to it. Come on, dude. I ain't worth that shit. No way. I think he'll finish with probably 24 homers for the year, something like that. He's gonna go on a cold streak. I mean, to be honest, to me, he's already gone on a cold streak because he was hitting so many. The first week, he hit what, 6 in 6 games. So he's already on a cold streak already. It's already been a month, and now he's only at 9. So he's already slacking. I hope Greinke does. Dude, Arizona looks terrible. I called them to win the World Series, too. With my buddies, we did a bet. I'm fucked. They look like shit. Oh, I know. I know that's the way the hobby is. You'll never see me spending that kind of money on people. I bid on that superfractor just to be an ass to say I bid on it. I think it was an 800, and I bid up to 900. I got outbid. Yeah, we're just talking about the Steph Currys. We're just talking about him, man. And his chrome base is selling for $1,000, and now there's fakes everywhere because of it. Pineda's trash, dude. Pineda hasn't been good in years. Ever since he got caught the pine tar, dude, Pineda's trash. He had so much good expectations back in what was it, 2010 when he came up, or 2011. He sucks. That's awesome, dude. Did you have him still? See, I just got rid of my storage locker full of crap because I have a guy that comes and buys all my junk from me, and I just bought 2 collections, and I kind of went through them real quick. Man, there was a ton of basketball in there, and he kept bothering me on his spring breaks from his work. He kept saying, "Bud, can I come up and get it?" And I was like, "Fuck it, man, just come get it." I guarantee you, he hit Steph Curry rookies in it. I made money though. I got all those tobacco cards out of it, so I just said, man, I didn't even get to search at all. I'm like, dude, yeah, come grab it. Oh, that sucks. I had a bunch, man. I don't know if I put them in my commons boxes, what, because they were like selling for like $1 or $2. I didn't give a shit. Back like 3 years ago, when I used to do commons boxes on eBay, I know people got Curry, probably had chromes in there. I didn't pay attention to basketball then. I pay attention to like numbered refractors, stuff like that. When it came to chrome rookies, I didn't give a crap. Unless they're a big name. I mean, Curry was good, but he wasn't like what he is now. I'm sure I've come across a million of them. But I told him he better let me know if he pulls any, just so I know. Like, I have a feeling. I saw a bunch of older chrome cards from around that time frame. I was like, man, he's going to get a whole bunch. I know it. But that's all right. He takes care of a lot of my junk, so I hope he does get a couple. What's that? That one tobacco card comes back legit. I'm the Nap Lajori, which I'm almost positive it is. PSA is just taking forever to grade my cards. I'm sitting on a couple $1,000, so I'm set. I'm almost positive it's 100% real. Should pull a 4 or a 5 too, which is nice. Small crease, nothing major. All right, Jacoby Ellsbury, purple. Number 250 for the Yanks. Yeah, it is true, Rich, but dude, when you buy the volume of collections I do, I don't. You know how many rookie cards I have in my house? Like, to go back and try and find them, I won't remember I have them, and by the time I find them, it'll be too late. Now, if they're autos, stuff like that, yeah, I have a ton of shit just sitting on the side of no-namers. Why sell it for $1 when I can wait? It's not going to go up any higher. Rafael Bautista in the black. That's not even worth putting on eBay. But when it comes to just base rookies, oh gosh, man, my whole basement would be full. I used to when I was a collector, and I didn't buy collections. I'd actually just collect the cards. And I bought like little lots and stuff. I'd keep them. Franklin Barreto, but not anymore. Now I just give them to that guy that comes and buys everything from me. Alright, we're doing something huge in this case. Let's go. Oh, I know you're not. I'm not saying you have to be. I'm just being real with you why I can't do that. I don't have the space. Alright, Trey Mancini, very nice. Baltimore. Going to Sam. Nice hit. I like this kid. Maybe we'll get an extra auto. What is it, every 4 boxes sometimes? Or were we just saying that? Sorry, Robert Stevenson on the top 100. Is that chrome? No, paper. Yeah, that's how it works, man. Hobbies are totally different from jumbo. It's either trash or it's crazy. And right now, besides the snow and the Austin Meadows orange, I'd say it's pretty trash. Brett Phillips, sorry guys, but we still have 4 boxes left. Turn around real quick. A Q. I definitely like the jumbo better, but that doesn't mean the other jumbo is going to be better. It could be horrible, and my other 3 hobbies could be insane. I mean, you just don't know with this product. Sometimes it's really nice. Sometimes it's absolutely horrible. The time frame it takes to find out is absolutely horrible. Keep mixing up paper. Let's get a Brendan Rodgers now. Ryan Klesko. I forgot, to be honest, I forgot Brendan Rodgers is in this. I'm just wondering why Colorado was selling so well. I forgot he was in this. Sano's not case hits. Shut your mouth. Grant Holmes. Refractor to $4.99. Dodgers. Definitely isn't. Let's get a freaking super already. Shit. We're at least going to get 1 out of 6 cases. I mean, maybe not, but I usually have a pretty good track record with pulling. Every 6 cases, I get at least 2 of Bowman. I don't know why that is, but it does happen. All right, turn 2, Garrett Whitley and Willie Deems. I know, dude. Watch. That's probably what it'll be. Or watch. It'll be a stupid Chris Bryant auto. Red. Is Big Cat in it? I looked at this checklist last week, and I didn't really verify it with the teams. I just knew a couple hits that I knew had to change. But no, Brendan Rodgers should be making this sell a lot more than the Big Cat. The Big Cat was in it last year, too, I think. I haven't seen any Big Cat, I haven't seen any of his Bowman rookies yet. Flashbacks. Oh. I thought you were being serious. Say, Big Cat sells for money, man. If he was in this, you'd see the Colorado Rockies would be a lot more money. I don't know. Big Cat, his autos are weird. Like, you'll see the same card sell for 15, and then another person will put up for buy it now for 1,000, and it sells. I don't understand it. I was talking to Charles about that. Charles hit one in whatever that stupid baseball product was that just came out that was way overpriced. That Topps bullshit. And he's like, "What's value?" I'm like, "Dude, I got no idea." And he showed me the comps, and it was like, it was retarded, right, Charles? The comps on the Big Cat were so stupid. Like, one was like 300, the other one was 60. It was the same exact card. One was like 30, another was 15. I don't get it. All sold at the same time, around the same time too. It's just released. Did you guys like that Topps product? I didn't. I didn't want to. I purposely didn't buy it. I thought it was overpriced. It looked to me. It looked like whatchamacallit, whatever that Panini product is, or whatever that Topps product is, Topps Fire or whatever. Valor. It looked like Valor base. It was like a Valor baseball to me. Probably. Hey, if I ever get a big hit and they want to bid mine up so they get a higher RAS price on theirs, go for it. I can see that happening though. I don't really do auctions anymore. I used to do a ton of auctions on eBay. Now I just do buy it now, so I don't have time to keep up with them, to advertise them and stuff in different rooms for certain collectors and to get. Because if you advertise on certain Facebook pages, you get more views. There's a lot of people that bid on that weird shit like player. Even if it's like a lot of base player lots, if it's an older guy, you make a lot of money on them. Sometimes you don't, but for the most part, you find the right guy on there that likes them, and they'll keep bidding until they win it. It's nuts. But yeah, I can definitely see that people bidding stuff up to get a higher RAS card. I don't RAS any cards. I don't do it. To me, it's too much work. I'd rather just put it on eBay and get rid of it. Luis Kohara on the blue out of 150 for Seattle. I used to RAS cards, but then it would fill, and then I had to wait like 2 days for people to send me their damn payments, and they couldn't even run the RAS, and everyone's bitching and crying because people wouldn't answer their freaking PMs, and or you have to go after people to pay. I got tired of it. I just said screw it. I just won't deal with the hassle. Topps bunt. I still can't believe people buy those stupid digital cards. Dude, I tried to sign up with all those codes, and it only let me use 2. It said I'm out of code. I'm out of free whatevers. You can only use like 2. It's kind of dumb. Turn 2 of Brandon Nemo and Rosario. Nemo would be a nice auto. Oops, I put some chrome over here. It's supposed to be in this pile. I can't believe that people buy those digital cards. I don't. It's something I'll never understand. Alvarez. I remember last year Trout auto digitals were selling for like $600. Giolotto, like the red out of 5. It's like it's not a real card. Jake Thompson. Do you get something for having like certain cards? Kyle Tucker. I don't get why someone would spend money on that. Dude, you guys know I'm tired when I'm going like this with base cards and like showing them at the camera. Luis Gonzalez. Like, Rich, do you get anything for having that? Like, why would you spend $600 on a digital baseball card? Like, I don't understand. Like, what does that do for you? Brady Lale, they're bragging rights. Charlie Blackmon for the Rockies in the paper. Remember the 250? Can you guys hear what I'm saying? Come on, Rich, I'm asking a question. Why? Like, it's so dumb. Well, what do you get out of, like, if you collect, let's say, Rich, let's say you get all the big cards in a set. What do you get for it? Like, do you get something? Like, do you just Topps send you something, or is it just bragging rights? Like, I don't. God, why not just buy the cards? Manuel Margot. I know they want the best collection, but what is it? It's a digital collection. It's not a real card collection. That's what I'm not understanding. Like, what's the point of spending $600 on a fake autograph that's on your computer? Then your computer crashes. Do you lose them? Do you print them out and put them in a top loader? Like, I'll never understand it, man. I just can't. I think it's the most dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh, what did I say? Chris Bryant. Going to Michael S. First break with me. Nice hit, dude. Refractor. Sophomore standouts. $17.99. I said we were going to hit a red one, but nice bum hit, Mike. Took him in the wrong case, man. You should have taken him in the hobby. It's tough, man. It's you look at it as I pay a couple dollars more in jumbo and I have more of a chance of getting hits, but Courtney Hawkins, I mean, that's still not the case hit. That's just one of the insert autos. It just stinks because most people aren't. You're really not going to get it. Your chances are slim to get hits in this in hobby, but they do tend to do a lot better. Bradley Zimmer. I might even. Oh God, I'm out of it. It's not even numbered. I got to not do breaks after I wake up at 6 in the morning. I might, dude. Problem is I had to be like $80, dude. To make anything after tax, I basically paid retail for my hobby, dude. To get my jumbos where I got them at, I had to pay. You talk to any breaker, they'll tell you the same thing. I had to be like $80 with shipping, which yesterday, that's what blowout was. They just lowered it $5. After you pay them shipping, you're paying $75. And I still think that's a good deal. I'm making $5, like I'm making probably $10 on it after everything's said and done. Jonathan Gray per box. That's on a case. If I do a break, I'm making more. So you got to look at it that way. I'd rather not do personal boxes, but I can. Let me see how the hobby fills first, because I have someone that might want to buy a full case off me. If they do, I'm going to be having no hobby then. But I mean, if I don't have to break it, I won't. That's not going to hurt me. I mean, as long as I can make something on it, I don't mind doing them. I just don't want to even out or lose money after my shipping and taxes. That's just dumb. There's pointless to do it. Juan Yepes. Hey, most guys that do personal boxes, guys, if you see them put it at retail, they got a good deal on it, because you can't. What would be the point of doing that? Why lose money? Like I'll talk about big breakers. Logan Allen, number 250. That just shows that they get a huge deal on their cases. No, everything I got behind me, I got in today, dudes, all breaks. I'm doing all that football. I'm doing all breaks. It's all pretty much lower end stuff that we can put two cases together. I have it all planned out. I haven't really been doing personal boxes too much, because the last couple I've bought and put up, no one bought, so they just sat and sat and sat. Trey Turner, and then I had to do half case breaks with them and stuff. So I kind of steered away from it right now, because I also have been getting notifications on my phone when someone buys something on my website. So it's kind of a pain in the ass. I don't even know if someone bought it. That's why I haven't been posting my breaks on my website either, because I can't keep up with the two teams in both rooms. I don't know why, but it's not giving me my notifications anymore. Me too, Scott. I've lost 4 hours of my life so far tonight, buddy. No, I don't mind. These are just too long. Like I said, they need to change up Bowman. I really think they should make it a hit product with like just chrome base. I know that's what Bowman Chrome is, but regular Bowman Chrome is just rookie autos. They should just do this as regular. They should just do it as this is Bowman Chrome with prospect. You know what I'm saying? You got to get rid of all this paper and do like 8 packs a box, something stupid like that, where you can just go through it, pull the hits. That's all you care about in this, anyways. The hits, the color, and the hits. What else do you care about? Hey, you did get a hit there, damn it, Charles. I don't know who he is, but you don't. Hey, the no-namers could be huge. You don't know. Just don't sell them yet. Like, people will get rid of it for $3. Why not just hold on to it? What's the worst that can happen? You sell it for $2 later. Just hold it. Like, why waste getting away for $2 if you could have huge? Like, what's his name said? Trevor Story was selling for $2 a couple of weeks ago. Now he's selling for hundreds. I mean, you just don't know. That pitcher could go in you know, and beam Bryce Harper in their head and be real famous, and people want to buy his autos. You just don't know. I don't know, that's just my take on it. If an auto's selling for $1, I'm not going to sell it. It's not worth it. I know Chuck B doesn't do that. That guy holds on to everything. When something gets hot, man, he's got it all. It's like he's like a drug dealer. When people want it, he's got it. It's so funny. Like the most no-name person, all of a sudden gets hot for like a day. This guy pulls all these autos up on the pages. I'm like, where do you get these from? He's like, I just save them. Like, I couldn't even remember that in my head. Like, I have that sitting home. I wouldn't even know. So funny. Yeah, now it's 1,200. I mean, it's crazy. But you can also say that about Strasburg. Strasburg's Chrome Auto was 1,200 3 years ago, or in 2010, and now it's $50. You just don't know. Marcus Stroman, just the border, silver border, I guess. It's not numbered. Oh man, Alfred. I know a lot of people aren't even breaking hobby. They're doing personal box breaks, and they're doing I forget what else someone else said they were doing with them. Pack Wars or something. But why? I ain't gonna do Pack Wars with one hit in a box. It's stupid. And one person makes out on the box. Yeah, and then they got to ship all them freaking 30 different people or 20 different people. Kevin Moss, yeah, I mean all those guys. You don't know, man. You just don't know. That's what's fun about all this. Chipper Jones, rookie flashback. I mean, people are busting me for collecting DJ Stewart because he's doing really bad in the minors. Dude, they changed his swing. He's in single A. I'm not worried about him. He was a all-conference player in college. Like, I'm not worried about him. I'm only buying him up because he's selling cheap. He's actually starting to rise, I think, because people are starting to catch on to, or they're watching me buy him. I don't know, but even the stuff I'm not bidding on is starting to rise. I think it's a smart investment. Everyone told me I was dumb for collecting Austin Meadows, and I sold it at the right time, made $3,000 off of them as soon as autos got hot. So I did have the best collection there was of them. Turn 2, Devers and Benintendi. I like to think I have the best DJ Stewart collection out there, except for the asshole that wouldn't sell me the Superfractor. There we go. Alex Bregman, Houston. Going to Derek. Nice hit. Just the base. All right. Coming around here. Still looking for a big color auto, guys. Okay, it's coming around. This case is turning itself around. It is a big hit. I don't know why. What was he picked? Number 3 in the draft? I mean, he hasn't proved himself yet. I don't know why it's a big hit. Garcia. Yeah, $150 for a base auto. It drives me nuts, man, how they can sell for that. That's why I'm collecting these DJ Stewarts, guys, because I got all these chrome autos for cheap as shit. Even if he comes out and is a mediocre player, I'm going to make good money off of him. If he comes out and sucks or never makes it to the bigs, I'll probably, I'll still be able to sell it. It just won't, I'll probably even out. I might lose a couple bucks. It's worth the risk, though. You just gotta get these guys when they're like everyone's chased. Like, okay, everyone wants to chase Alex Bregman now because they see everyone else chasing him. Now it's too late. Now you're paying all this money for a base auto, $150 for a base auto. That's stupid. Now, if you're PCing them for like, you're a Houston fan, I can understand it. But if you're trying to collect them now to sell later, you're dumb. You're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make any money on it ever if that's your plan. Like there was one guy on the boards back a while ago. You guys, oh god, what's his name? Such a doofus. The guy would chase every hot player. He would sell, and then he would sell it all to get the next hot player. But he'd always get him when everyone's already 10 steps ahead of him, and pay out the ass for him. Like Jose Abreu, he went nuts on, but he would offer like the dumbest price. Doug Morehole, whatever the hell his name is, he's an idiot. Chance Cisco, 250. I haven't seen him around in a while. Doug Morehost. We got an orange. We got an orange back to back. Could be a big name on there. I don't even know if he's still on the pages or he blocked me because I used to make fun of him for being dumb. I'd give him advice and he would give me shit about it. Michael Fulmer, $4.99. You know what? I'll just keep it because I like the cards, man. I like his cards. I got some really cool patch cards. Still waiting on that new Orioles one. I had to pay $100 for that stupid thing. The one with that Orioles logo in it. The guy's an asshole. One sold buy it now for $20. I'm like, dude, I'll give you 60. I just paid 60 for one just like it. Nope. Wouldn't go lower than 100. He had that $199 or best offer. I was like, you're a dick, dude. I was like, you're lucky I like the kid. So, Kyle Tucker. People are starting to know that it's me trying to buy them up, I think. I'm going to buy it now, so they're raping me. I'm just going to stop buying it. All right. Take two. Orange. Braden Shipley. Yohan Lopez. I thought I was going to have Swanson. Oh, he's not in it. Duh. He's not on D-backs anymore. Duh. 20 of 25. Going to Chris. Still nice. Yohan Lopez is decent. Swanson does have one autograph for the D-backs. God, this does not want to go in here. He has an insert auto for the D-backs. But chances of hitting that, I'm not going to charge it for that. It's not going to hit often. Oh, I did all that. All right, guys, 2 boxes left. I still have to stay awake while this uploads, unless I just throw the link on the page and say it'll upload in about 4 hours. I don't even know if the first one's uploaded yet. Yeah, the top 100 auto. I think they're out of 25, so the chances of hitting that are slim to none. So I'm not gonna. I saw people selling $40 for the D-backs because everyone thinks Swanson's on it. I mean, he has one auto in it. Don't get me wrong, but you're not gonna hit him. 25 people will get it. I don't price stuff based on that. I price stuff based on the actual, just the straight autos. And you know, if there's a good chance of hitting, you know, one of the insert autos, if it's out of, you know, 50, then I might boost still a couple bucks. But if it's out of 25, I generally don't even count those in the pricing because it's not going to hit it. Is it really? I don't think it is. No, it's not, because he was a top 100 as a D-back when this product was made, probably. So it's probably not wrong. The top 100s are from last year in this product. The guys that were just in drafts. So I don't think it is. I think it really is a D-backs auto. Is it really? Wow. That's going to piss a lot of people off when they're buying a D. So what? Well, Chris, see, at least you got an orange refractor out of it, and for $10, that's worth it. I'll have to look into that then. That's going to piss a lot of people off. Like I said, I've been seeing them sell for $40 in groups, and I laugh. Hey, if anyone's in Gay Wheeler's room, send me a screenshot of his pricing on this break. I'm curious to see what he's charging, especially on jumbos. All those guys filling his breaks, guys. Wow. Double the retail price. How is he filling that stuff? And he's a scam artist. You're really going to ask me that question. Jason Wheeler, now his name's back to Thomas Blunt. And Thomas Blunt 3 years ago was one of the scam artists on eBay, and I finally got him to change his name back by really calling him out and proving it by putting up his new break video and his old Raz video and comparing the voices after he ripped me saying I'm wrong, I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Everyone he's been saying that to for years. I couldn't deny that. He does breaks, so I got pissed and I was like, I'm catching him now. I don't want him doing breaks. He's gonna lead people on and screw everyone. I don't know what it's called now, man. Wheel and dealer. Wheeler. He still has his Wheeler breaks or something, even though his name's Thomas Blount. It's back to that now. He changed it back. He said, if Matt Morelli thinks that's my name, then that's my name. He's a douchebag. We've had stuff on him for years, man. And all these newbies on my wall are like, he's such a good breaker. He's this. His breaks are horrible. He throws the cards around like they're all in a pile. They just don't know what a good break is. They don't know what good customer service is, I should say. The guy does breaks for his coke money and his drug money. He lives in a trailer, his trash. My friend lives down the street from him. Yeah, I know he's back to using it. Like I said, I finally got a good call out on him. Dorado, this guy's coming out a lot. Texas. Going to Sarah. Number to 499. I think this is the third one we pulled of him tonight. Third or fourth one. Good for Sarah though. Yeah, let me know what he's send me a screenshot of his prices. I'm curious. I know he doesn't have a distributor, so he's paying retail for him. At least I would think he is. There's no way he has a business tax license to get the distributor on his hands. The guy's a straight dope fiend, dude. He does heroin like he's a good friend of mine on Facebook went to school with him. He lives down the street from him, James Capelan. They're just feeding. That's all they're doing. It's feeding his addiction. But he was doing he was making $400 a box on NT football off retail, $400 above retail on division breaks on a box, and people filled it. Nick Williams, more power to him, man. Shit, I wish I could make that much money on a break. I wouldn't even post it like that, but I wish I could. I mean, he don't fill a lot, so maybe that's, you know, I'd rather be cheaper and fill more stuff than be expensive and barely fill. It's just my take on things. Plus, I think my room, you know, has a lot of active people too. It's not like just 10 of you guys all the time buying in my breaks. There's a lot of people that buy in. I mean, you know, it's not all the time. Most of the time it's the same people, but I get a lot of new guys all the time buying in and coming back later. And nice, Ortiz for the Phillies. Number to 50, 25 of 50 on the goal, just a refractor. Nice hit, John. This kid's good. But even though I have 900 members, I probably have about 300 active. I mean, I'm fine with that. I don't need to have 900 active people. I mean, there's people that jump in here and there that are in my room. I'm not going to boot them just because they're not active. I mean, maybe they'll join one day. If not, oh well. They want to sit and watch on the sidelines and whatever. It's fine. They want to give my names to other, you know, you guys to other breakers saying, hey, get this guy in your room. Oh well. It's kind of annoying, but Alex Reyes and Flaherty. Miguel Sano in the black. Not numbered. True. Yeah, I mean, listen, I've had guys I added when I first started. They asked to join. Well, it's been about a year and a half since I started breaks. About a year and a couple months, and they've just joined some now. So I mean, it's, you know, it's cool. They've been sitting there watching, you know, and they want to get in something. They get in something. Jeff Conine refractor flashback. Like, I know a guy that went around and booted everyone that's not active anymore. He booted everyone from the room, even though that they would jump in sometimes. Like, why would you do that? Just because they're not buying now doesn't mean they're not going to buy later. And if they don't ever buy, whatever, they can give referrals to their friends. You know, that's the way I look at it. Alex Bregman, blue paper, number to 150. I know, man. I haven't gotten you. Hey, you know what though, Chris? That doesn't mean you won't, man. I mean, uh, who was just saying that? Brady Douglas was just telling me that the other night. You know, he's breaking with someone I don't like, but it is what it is. And I was just on the chat talking, and he's like, he PM me. He's like, Justin, I'm not done with you. I said, dude, I don't care that you're breaking with someone else, man. It's fine. And I was like, I'll get you that big hit. I'm like, it'll come to you. And then the next break, I hit him that 101 trout, the out of Gypsy, the art card. He's gonna make a shit ton of money off that. So it comes around, man. Just your time's your time. Nat, Mike W has spent a shit ton of money. I've gotten him some nice stuff though. As much as he wants to complain that he hasn't gotten us stuff, he got that $500 Harper the other day too. Chris Shaw, Black. Um, Hit him that Jackie Robinson, man. That just took care of all the money he's ever spent with me and more. So it comes around. Corey Black, number to 499 for the Cubbies. I finally hit a bat barrel exactly. I'll tell you what, Scott. There's a lot of bullshit with some of these products, man. Okay, if you watch on release week certain products, okay, and you watch some of these guys on breakers, they're the same ones that hit the same guys every year, or they're the ones that hit all of them. But there's always some that haven't been hit yet, and that's when guys like me hit them. When no one's breaking the product anymore, like no one's breaking 2014 5-star. Maybe once in a while, Arroyo. And I hit probably the biggest one in that set checklist, Daz Cameron. In my opinion, I mean Babe Ruth, obviously, Corey Black. Why am I reading base again? But that's a huge hit, dude. They didn't hit it, so then it came to me. That was my biggest hit ever. I don't think I can top that. I want to, but I don't think I will. I know. You know what? I don't even know if he saw it. He's friends with me on Facebook. He didn't say nothing to me about it. I showed Steel City, who I buy my closeouts from, like a lot of the older stuff, and he was like, "Holy shit!" But I don't even think I showed him. I think I forgot to. Is he shipping everything now? Dude, if he's shipping everything, then he's making like $200. That's not that bad to make on a case. I make sometimes on. You got to make a certain amount, dude. But he's not paying taxes on this shit. I guarantee you. Like I got to pay taxes too. You guys got to understand. I pay taxes. I mean, look how many hours I'm sitting here doing this. It's a lot. And I still got to sort whatever. I still got to pack it up. I still got to buy supplies. There's a lot of overhead. You guys don't. I mean, most of you realize it, but there's a lot of people that go around saying, like what you just wrote. But if he's making 200 on a case, dude, that's the norm. But I think I can get that cheaper. So if he was getting a closeout deal, you know, I mean, I won't share my prices with you guys. I won't. It's really no offense, none of your business, but I give you guys a good price for it, you know. But yeah, I mean, oh, I know, dude, everything's write-offs. Trust me, I understand that, but it's still my time. I mean, this is 2 hours here, 2 hours there, plus sorting. I mean, just for 2 Bowman cases, I'm probably looking at a total of 7-8 hours of work, man. If I had 8 hours to post my cards sitting behind my back on eBay, I could quadruple that, my amount I'm making here. That's all. That's my point I'm trying to get across. Yeah. What, he's doing another one of those? So it's now, and he doesn't ship the base on it either. So yeah, he's doing another one now, $90. What was mine? 63, and I shipped all the base. I mean, I was at 60, what was I at, 65 or something? And I shipped all the base. I forget what I was at. And I pulled 3 supers out of that. So, I mean, oh man. That's the stuff I'm talking about because I know what he pays. So that shit bothers me. When I know what someone's paying because they buy pretty much the same stuff and pricing. That stuff bothers me. That's when I'll post another one cheaper and make them look like an ass. There goes Charles. Hey, he has pulled you your biggest hit ever, though, Charles. You got to admit. Oh, cool. Blue paper of Correa. Numbered to 150. He pulled you that Jeter, though, man. You can't deny that. He did pull you your biggest hit ever. Yeah, this is the last box, dude. But I think somebody else is worse than him that does breaks. Contreras. Number 250. Purple. Cubbies. No, it wasn't. Charles. You pulled that like 3 years ago. Didn't you get that Jeter Nike whatever? That was 2 years ago. He wasn't even around yet. But I think he's the worst out of everybody. The name you just mentioned. I think he's the worst. Expensive, boring, and freaking terrible on shipping. Takes 3 weeks to ship. He doesn't even ship anything but the bait, but the hits. But the hits. Only hits. And takes 3 weeks to ship it. That's ridiculous. Excuses. He doesn't even have a job. Brett Phillips and Trent Clark. Sits home doing nothing all day. No, it wasn't. He wasn't. I'm talking about the dude, the Jeter you got 3 years ago that you sold for like a shit ton of money at a 5-star. It wasn't him. I'm pretty sure you got that card, the swingman, Jeter. That was a lot longer than he started. He's only been around since September, man. Trust me, I know, because that's when he started running his mouth about me. Because we're competition now. Like, I'm friends with a lot of good breakers. I'm friends with so many breakers. We help each other. You don't have to have enemies just because you break. I mean, there's some I don't like. I don't like the way they do their business. I think it's... No, I'm not talking about that. Didn't you hit the swingman? Didn't Brad hit that for you 2 years ago? That's what Gus told me. That's what Gus told me. You got the swingman. Because Gus was telling me to bother you and add you to my room, remember? And I said to him, I said, dude, if Charles wants to join, Charles, give him the link and he can join. One thing I won't do is bug people to join my breaks, man. And like I was with you, I was short and sweet, man. I know you like doing breaks, and I know you drop a lot of coin in some breaks. But did I bother you about it? I said, nope. Brain Hayes. I just said, hey, bud, Gus said you want to join. Here you go. Come watch. Kevin Kiermaier, Tampa. I'll never bother anybody, dude. It's just not my style. Out of 150. If you want to join, you join. If not, oh well. But I'll get you at Monster one day. It'll come. Hey, your first 4 breaks with me, Charles, were excellent. It'll come back, man. This is all chrome. Yeah, we already did that. This is another chrome. I do love you, man. And I'm building a friendship with you, too, which is nice. So, I mean... And you don't got to spend $1 million to get my respect. Hey, to be honest, I appreciate the guys that buy the low-end teams all the time. Sal Romano, Reds. John. I appreciate that because they're the ones that don't. They're a pain in the ass. I got to raffle all the time. I hate doing minis, guys. I hate them. I don't like them. It's a waste of my time. You notice I haven't been doing as many. I've been trying to stay away from them. And we've still been filling stuff, so I'm proving that we don't need to have minis to fill breaks. I see red. Eller, it's not going to be an auto, though, because we just got the damn auto. Damn it. So I don't know what the hell the case it was. Oh, it's red paper. Still a Philly, though. Nice, Nick Williams. Out of 5. Phillies, John. Nice hit. Nick Williams is nice. 2 of 5. It's just a paper though. So I guess the case hit was Chris Bryant. It's kind of dumb. No orange autos. What did we get? 2, 3 oranges, period. Alright guys, well I promise you the next hobby won't be this shitty. It had some nice hits, but it definitely Bueller at a 499. It definitely was not what I wanted. If we have one bad one, that means we're gonna have a bomb dope one the next. That's how it works. It's happened in the past. I mean, I got 4 of them sitting here. We're gonna get something huge out of them. All right, now I gotta figure out who got hits, and then we'll do a random for $30 back. Yeah, it wasn't bad. I mean, we did get Sandy O'Brien and Bregman. I wanted some more color, man. I mean, it wasn't for to be honest with you, for a hobby case, those 3 cards probably paid for the retail part of the case. Close, not all the way, but close. So on the retail side, it was a good case. On the break side, a couple nice hits, but it's only 12 autos in the case, so we'll get a super next one. I feel it. I'm telling you, I had a dream about the Mancada that made a super. I don't know why, but I just have a big feeling I'm getting that. All right, let me see what teams had the autos real quick. Make sure I got them correct in the list. So if someone else pulls it, I'm going to be really upset. What did I dream about before, guys? And I said, I dreamt that we're going to pull this, and I pulled it. What the hell was that? Because last time I had a dream, it worked. Does anyone know what that was? It was a while ago, and it was a super. Cubs. Orioles. It was actually really weird. Twins, Washington. Houston, Texas. Alright. Last one was less team heavy. Boston didn't get shit this time. That's weird. See, so I can't change the prices because now Boston didn't get anything. Alright, let me bring up random here. It just stinks to spend that kind of money and not get hit, so one auto box is, I don't get it. Dorsett super? Rich, I think that's what it was. And that was your first hit with me ever. That was your first break. I hit you at Dorsett super. I think I told you that. I dreamed this one last night, and then we hit that. We did another. This happened a couple times. That one and that whatever that Tennessee Oilers guy was. We were talking about him during the break, and then we were saying, "Watch, we'll hit a super," and it came out. No, that's not how it works, bud. Listen, I got to keep the prices where they're at, man. Especially with the way other people are selling. Like, listen, the hobby one. Granted, it's only a couple dollars cheaper, but if I would price my jumbo at what everyone else is pricing at, you'd see a huge difference between jumbo pricing and hobby pricing. But I made my jumbo cheap too, so unfortunately I can't make the hobby cheap because I'm paying $30. I'm being straight up honest with you. I'm paying $30 less than the retail for hobby. I'm not making shit on the hobby side, but when it comes to the jumbo, I'm able to, so I'm doing that, you know? No, I'm just telling you, Chris. Straight up. The jumbo I can do it on, the hobby I can't. That's why when Eric said something about the jumbo saying I can make more money, like I said, I don't care. Because I know in the hobby, I'm compensating for that a little bit, you know? because I can't do much on I can't do much on the hobby. It is what it is. That's what all the breakers are paying. No one's getting it cheap. Unless they're buying 100 cases of it, maybe they're getting a deal, but they're not getting a good deal on hobby. Everyone's getting good deals on the jumbo, and that's where they're really trying to make their money because their overhead on that's huge. So you'll see some people might do hobbies almost at cost because they're making a shit ton on their jumbos. I'm not, so I can't do that. All right, so we got D-backs, Red Sox, White Sox. Like, I can't sell my hobbies at cost boxes. I've seen a couple guys do it. I can't. It doesn't make sense. I lose money after shipping and taxes and website fees. It's stupid. So I don't know what they're doing or what they got. They must really be charging a lot on their jumbos because you have to buy. We have to buy a certain amount of hobby to get a certain amount of jumbos. So no one wants that many hobbies because they're harder to fill. I still think that they're better cases. But they're harder to fill because of the amount of hits. So you sit on them for a while. I was only going to have 2 to keep. My buddy was supposed to buy them, who buys collections off me, and he still could. He has a nice collection for me. I might just go trade him 2 cases for it and just say, guys, we're not going to do all these. I mean, I want to, but I don't know if they're all going to fill. People just want to do jumbos because of all the hits. That's how it always is. Phillies didn't have an auto, no. Padres. Obviously, it's going to be more teams this one, which is only 12 hits in hobby. And Rays. All right. D-backs, Red Sox, White Sox, Indians, Rockies, Tigers, Royals, Angels. Marlins, Brewers, Mets, Yankees, Athletics, Phillies, Padres, Giants, Cardinals, Rays. Obviously, guys, it's only 12 hits. They're going to see a lot of teams on the hobby side. Anything higher than 4. 6. 1. And I'm giving $30 back per break. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tigers. See, $10 team just made $20. There you go, Jason. So let me know when you want to use it. So now you add these 2 together from tonight. They'll use it on my next one, so that's $60 off. Plus, I'm giving another $30 on top of that. That's $90 I'm losing on that next case. So congrats, Jason. Just let me know when you want to use it, bud. A lot of people don't see those costs. I didn't put it up on the screen, did I? Shit. Hold on. I'll go back and show you guys. I wasn't scamming it. Just like I forgot the last time. Sorry. Someone gets pissed at that. Oh, well, it's free. Tigers, 6 times. 6 times. All time stamped. I didn't screw anybody. I forgot last time, too. I was too busy talking. Nah, no White Sox, bud. No White Sox in this one. You're watching it. What do you mean? You didn't know? Aren't you sitting here watching it with me? Are you talking about the last one? No, you were in this one, right? I can't even see straight, dude. My eyes are so tired from looking at all these base cards. You were in the there was none in this one, bud. But for $10, it's worth it, man. I mean, you'll get some cards. You'll get some Chrome cards. You'll get something out of it. I think everyone should get something out of it. Just shipping Chrome. Actually, you got this. You got the Courtney Hawkins green for White Sox. I mean, you'll get something from me. I know you'll be like, don't mail it to me. I don't want that crap. But I'm mailing it to you. You're taking it. All right, guys. Take care. Thanks for sticking with me through the night. I'll post another hobby tomorrow again. I'm not posting that jumbo until I know this hobby's gone because I know what's going to happen. I'm going to post the other jumbo, and then no one's going to want to fill the hobby. And the whole point of getting the jumbo is I had to buy this hobby. So, yeah, Rich, pretty much, man. Just think, I ain't done yet. At least you guys are done. You can go home and you can go to bed right now. I'm going to be up probably for another hour waiting for this to upload, and maybe sort at least one of them. But at least you get to go to sleep. All right, guys. Take care. Have a great night. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll try and post some football too. I got a ton. I just haven't priced any of it yet. I'm trying to get to it. So my baby girl sleeps and my son's not a pain in the ass. I'll get some stuff posted tomorrow during the afternoon. All right, guys. Take care.